The Lion King is a Disney remake directed by Jon Favreau with an all-star cast, including Mr. James Earl Jones reprising his role as Mufasa. Whew. So just in case you're some sort of monster and you haven't seen the original from 1994, here's the story in a nutshell. Somewhere in the African wilderness, a young lion prince is born, making his uncle Scar the second in line to the throne. Scar, however, hatches an evil plan with the hyenas and yada yada yada. Hamlet. When I was a kid, we used to own the original movie on video, and I had a kid sister, so you bet your ass I knew every single line of dialogue by heart. That shit is just ingrained in my brain. And Disney did not make a lot of changes to the script, apart from a 2-minute scene about the meaningless line of indifference, sort of the opposite of the circle of life. The story, the dialogue, and even the songs are basically identical to the 1994 movie, which were already excellent to begin with, so I don't really have a lot to say about that. It did bother me a little though that some jokes were exactly the same.
Hakuna Matata?
Yeah, it's our motto.
What's the motto?
Nothing. What's the matter with you?
What's the motto?
Nothing. What's the matter with you? Nice!
There were a few new ones, mostly with Timon and Pumbaa, who are extremely charming by the way. But repeating old jokes from the past is kinda weak in my opinion. That being said though, it looks phenomenal. This is the one where Disney goes, okay, we're gonna show you what we can do. But seriously, the animation of this remake completely blew me away. From the biggest animal to the smallest blade of grass, it looks super gorgeous. And if you love cats as much as I do, you know how they have their own body language, right? It's done so well in the animation. Every little cat movement looks incredible. The voice acting is obviously fantastic as well. Across the board, this movie was perfectly cast. The only one that didn't work just as good as the original was Chiwetel Ejiofor as Scar. Now I'm a big fan of his and he was pretty good, but Jeremy Irons has such an iconic voice, you just can't top that. It's impossible.
Hey, Uncle Scar. Will I like the surprise?
Simba, it's to die for.
Everyone else pitch perfect. Donald Glover, Seth Rogen and Billy Eichner, John Oliver, everyone was great. The songs in the movie are fun, but again, I've heard them 100 times before, and I know that's what most people want, but I like to be surprised. Just give me some new stuff too. There's one fairly short musical number by hang on. Beyonce, no less? That can't be right. Whoever she is, that girl can fucking sing. If you're gonna do a shot-for-shot remake, you better do it well, and I have to admit, Disney did it better than well. It's like Whitney Houston's cover of Dolly Parton's I Will Always Love You. They're both fantastic in their own way, but now I just want to see something original from Disney Studios. If they can make it look as excellent as this film, then please go do something I've never seen before. The Lion King is the perfect movie to take your kid to, and I'm sure it's gonna make $1 billion. And even though it's kind of an exact copy, the visuals do give it an extra dimension. So yeah, The Lion King is a golden nugget. A man walks into a bar with a giraffe. He sits down, orders a couple of drinks. Suddenly he pulls out a gun, shoots the giraffe, and the animal just falls dead on the floor. He pays for his drinks and he wants to leave, and the bartender goes, "Hey man, you can't leave that lying there." And the dude goes, "That's not a lion, that's a giraffe."